Hello there, coffee lovers! Imagine your first sip of freshly brewed beverage in the morning. Tastes like heaven. But have you ever wondered what your coffee preference says about you? Every day we shape our unique personalities with billions of big and tiny decisions. And multiple studies have revealed links between your choice of coffee and behavioral traits. So make your usual order, and let's find out more about your personality. Cappuccino lovers. If you're into the classy cappuccino foam, you're probably a very creative, open, and motivated person. You have no problem with being the center of attention and easily get bored by detail. Also, cappuccino lovers tend to have sophisticated tastes. Speaking of which, Italians prefer drinking cappuccino only in the morning. This milky drink is considered as a separate meal, which is too heavy for the afternoon. Invented at the beginning of the 20th century, cappuccino succeeded to win hearts all over the world. It was originally named after Italian monks cappuccini, which literally means hood in Italian. The color of the monks' robes was very similar to the mix of espresso and frothed milk. But today, cappuccino comes in a variety of flavors and colors. And if you like to try new toppings, your personality might be more adventurous than you think. Also, the study showed that people pleasers tend to add sugar, milk, or creamer to their coffee. So if you're always drowning in other people's needs and agendas, perhaps you should try switching to bold, black coffee and see what happens. Black coffee lovers. No one knows exactly when coffee was first discovered, but one of the legends tells us about Kaldi, the goat herder from Ethiopia. In the 9th century, he discovered the potential of coffee beans by accident. He noticed that his goats became super energetic after eating the berries from a certain tree. Kaldi told his friends about those berries, and they prepared a dark black beverage known today as black coffee. As the years went by, we invented multiple recipes. But if you prefer your coffee black with no sugar, you're probably a very patient, straightforward, and conservative person. Your lifestyle can be called orderly and prudent. Others may perceive you as a reliable and loyal friend. Although black coffee drinkers usually seem quiet, they can be really willful at times. They tend to keep things simple and minimalistic and stay away from drama. It seems like there are no more organized people in this world, but they exist. Espresso lovers. Espresso lovers. They tend to be super confident and busy people. Many of them are hard workers with bossy energy. They don't like to waste time and inspire others to get the work done. If you prefer espresso, taking a moment to smell the roses is probably not your cup of tea, but your focus and efficiency can make you a great leader. Although such a determined lifestyle can be a little exhausting, you can be sure that all your dreams will come true just because you simply won't settle for less. And speaking of high standards, did you know that you can actually indicate the freshness of the coffee beans by eye? In a fresh espresso, the crema will last for at least 3 to 5 minutes before dispersing. Ristretto lovers. Ristretto means restricted in Italian, and it literally translates into the cup size, which is usually about the height of a thumb. This drink is a short shot of a more highly concentrated espresso coffee. It has a full-bodied, slightly sweet, and extremely strong flavor. And yeah, these rare persons who prefer this drink to others actually exist. Ristretto lovers tend to have unique and self-aware personalities, so they have zero need to show off because their authenticity attracts people's attention naturally. Latte lovers. The traditional latte contains 1/3 of espresso and 2/3 of steamed milk with a small layer of foam at the top. If this drink is your favorite, you tend to have a free-minded, calm, and polite personality. Some may call you a comfort seeker who would rather soothe the bitterness in conversation and sugarcoat things. According to the survey, latte lovers may have an overwhelming compulsion to be liked. It makes them very generous with their time when it comes to helping others, but they don't always take great care of themselves. Flat white lovers. Can you feel that sweet and creamy flavor in your mouth when you hear the phrase flat white? It contains less froth and milk than the latte. This results in a stronger drink with a smaller serving size. Customers who prefer this type of coffee tend to have peaceful personalities and not care too much about other people's opinions. Some of them might be quite family-oriented and caring. But if you frequently ask your barista to replace the dairy with an alternative milk, You might either be a risk taker or just a health-conscious person. Iced coffee lovers. One curious study published by People claims that cold coffee lovers tend to spend more time scrolling Instagram, while hot coffee drinkers prefer spending time on Facebook. Does it sound true? If you're into iced coffee or frappuccino, along with all the yummy caramel and creamy toppings, your personality is likely to be very bright and vibrant. You're fearless, spontaneous, and always young at heart. It's okay for you to try new things and become a trendsetter for your friends. Some may call you reckless, but you just love to explore life. Your rich imagination and artistic point of view bring the holiday vibe wherever you go. By the way, statistics claim that 20% of the USA adult consumers prefer drinking iced coffee, which means every 1 of 5 is your soulmate. Mocha coffee lovers. Is mocha even coffee? Yes, it is. Although its recipe can be interpreted differently across the globe, in fact, it's a blend of cappuccino and a hot chocolate. Mocha contains espresso, warm milk, and a frothy top just like a cappuccino. But it also includes chocolate powder, syrup, or melted chocolate. So if you love mocha, feel free to peep at all the behavioral traits of cappuccino lovers. But also, milk chocolate fans are known for their friendly, agreeable, and romantic personalities. You value honesty and commitment. Another poll showed that around 3/4 of chocolate lovers tend to describe themselves as optimistic and shy. Meanwhile, the bulk of mint fans would rather call themselves thoughtful. Does it sound like you? Affogato lovers. Let's talk about affogato. This Italian dessert is basically a serving of vanilla ice cream with a steaming shot of espresso poured all over it. You can sip it slowly like a drink or eat it with a spoon like a dessert. The affogato can give you a boost of energy after dinner. That's why many of its fans are night owls. Also, they tend to have sweet and funny personalities. You may notice that affogato fans have the talent to balance the bitterness of reality with inspired action and jokes. They stay away from the mainstream and prefer doing things at their own pace. Decaf coffee lovers. Decaffeinated coffee, milk alternatives, and other specific orders reveal controlling perfectionists. Usually, they tend to make healthier choices in other areas of life too. Of course, in some cases, the explanation is easier. People simply avoid dairy and reduce their caffeine intake because of health issues. The first successful decaffeination method was created by German coffee merchant Ludwig Roselius in around 1905. According to legend, the idea popped out when he received a shipment of coffee beans that was soaked in seawater. Roselius decided to test them before tossing and figured out that they had kept the same coffee taste and flavor, but the content of caffeine was lower. Filter coffee lovers. The first coffee bag was invented in 1710 in France. They put a fabric bag with ground coffee in a teapot and poured it with boiling water. The drink was brewed until it had a strong flavor. This simple method is the ancestor of the modern drip coffee maker, which is so popular in coffee shops nowadays. It takes a lot of time and patience to make the perfect cup of slowly brewed filter coffee. That's why this drink is popular among patient, sensible, and dependable persons. Friends come to such people for impartial, practical advice. So if you prefer filter coffee, you probably avoid reckless actions and always help others to get their life together. Instant coffee lovers. Instant coffee was first patented in 1890 in New Zealand, and it gained global popularity pretty quickly. Today, some chefs even add it to pasta bolognese to balance the sauce flavor. According to the survey, instant coffee lovers tend to live for the moment, avoid long-term planning, prioritize their own happiness, and procrastinate more than other types. But don't feel bad for yourself. In many cases, laziness helps to see the bigger picture more clearly. Also, the preference for instant coffee can be explained by practical reasons. In some countries, it's more accessible and much cheaper. Have you ever wondered which country is the world coffee drinking champion? Any ideas? Finland. The annual coffee consumption in this country amounts to 26 pounds per person. It means that the average Finn drinks around 4 cups a day. They even have 2 official 10-minute coffee breaks during the working day. The average Norwegian drinks more than 3 cups of coffee a day, so Norway occupies the second place in this rating. Its coffee consumption reaches 22 pounds per year. There are multiple coffee shops in Norway, and unlike in the United States, they are primarily places to socialize, not to work or take the drink away. Guess who's the third? Iceland. Coffee has long been the most popular social drink in the country. If you ever go there, be aware that Icelanders have a tradition to offer any visitor a cup of coffee.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.
First, I'm gonna guess your height. All you have to do is answer a couple of yummy questions. And keep track of your score. Pick your pizza shape and size. A. Just give me the real thing, round and huge. B. I love those rectangular, smaller options. C. I always buy it by piece, so it's gonna be a triangle. D. A box of round mini pizzas, please. A brings you 30 points. B is worth 40 points. C is worth 10 points. And D is a 20-point option. What kind of toppings are you gonna add? A. Pepperoni for sure, plus some veggies. B. Mozzarella and tomatoes only. C. The more the merrier. D. It doesn't matter as long as it has a ton of arugula on top. If you went with A, add 40 points to your score. B brings you 20 points. Did you go with C? Add 10 points to your score. D is worth 30 points. What would you choose as a secret ingredient for your very own custom pizza? A. Sardines, because why not? B. Peanut butter instead of tomato sauce. Okay. C. Triple bacon. D. Pickles. If A is your choice, you'll get 20 points. B brings 30 points to your basket. C is worth 10 points. D tops up your score by 40 points. What would you never ever add to your pizza? A. Pineapples, a big no-no for me. B. Meat, I'm a vegetarian. C. Fish, that's just weird. D. Potatoes, never. Would you rather go with A? You scored 30 points. B brings you 20 points. C is worth 10 points. D brings you 40 points. Now pick a sauce to dip the crust. A. Garlic butter. B. Tomato sauce only. C. Anchovy sauce. D. I'm a cheese sauce kind of person. Want to go with option A? Here are your 20 points. B brings you 10 points. C is worth 40 points. D brings you 30 points. A new pizza place just opened in downtown. Want to give it a go? A. I don't drive anywhere for food. Sure, I'm starting the car. C. Nah, I'll wait for more people to go to hear the reviews. D. I have my favorite pizza place and I plan to stay true to it forever. If A sounds good to you, here are your 30 points. B is worth 40 points. C brings you 10 points. You get 20 points if D is your choice. Are you going to share your pizza with others? A. They can have one bite. B. Of course, my friends and I share everything. C. Never! D. Only if I can finish it. Did you go with A? 30 points for you. B is worth 20 points. C brings you 10 points. D is worth 40 points. Do you ever choose pizza by the box? A. Always. B. I don't pay attention to it. C. Only if it's something trendy. D. I prefer a carton with no logos. A gives you 10 points. B adds 40 points to your score. C is worth 30 points. D brings you 20 points. Time to do some math to see how many points you've got. If your final result is 80 to 140 points, it looks like you're on the petite side of life. By that, I mean 5'4" and under. You're used to being treated as a gentle and sweet person, although you definitely have a lion's heart and can always stand up for yourself. If you've ended up somewhere between 150 and 210 points, I guess your height is between 5'5" and 5'9". It feels pretty comfortable as you stand, literally, with the vast majority of people. In case your final score is 220 to 270 points, I think your height is between 5'10" and 6'2". You're one of the taller friends in your group, and you often have to watch out when the ceiling is too low. Is your final score somewhere between 280 and 320 points? You must be a basketball player, and you probably hear that phrase your entire life with a height over 6'2". Sorry about that question. I feel you. Now, let's determine your age. The rule remains unchanged. You're super hungry and you can only pick one type of food. What's it gonna be? A. French fries. B. Chicken wings. C. Hamburgers. D. Donuts. Those who chose French fries add 20 points to your score. Chicken wings brings you 10 points. Hamburger fans get 30 points. Donuts bring you 40 points, obviously. One burger, please. What can't you imagine yours without? A. Cheese. The more, the better. B. Pickles. They're perfect. C. Salad. D. Only meat matters, really. Option A is worth 20 points. B adds 30 points to your basket. Option C is worth 40 points. D brings you 10 points. What will never ever end up in your burger? A. Mushrooms. Yikes. B. Coleslaw. Too exotic for me. C. Pickles. D. Anything caramelized. If you went with option A, add 20 points to your score. Option B brings you 30 points. Option C is worth 10 points. Did you choose option D? Here are 40 points for you. Now, what sides are you gonna go with? A. Crispy and delicious fried onion rings. B. How about some grilled corn? C. French fries, ketchup, mayo, all the regular stuff. D. Another burger. Onion rings brings you 10 points. Grilled corn is yummy and worth 40 points. The French fries option is worth 20 points. If you're hungry for another burger, add 30 points to your basket. Pick a milkshake taste. A. Make it a strawberry one with cookies and sprinkles on top. B. Chocolate for life, with more chocolate on top. C. I prefer smoothies to milkshakes. Sorry. D. How about some exotic taste? Mango! Option A brings you 10 points. B is worth 20 points. Those who went with option C get 40 points. D is worth 30 points. It's taco time. Pick one delicious option. A. Shrimp tacos. I love seafood. B. Quesadilla. Double beef, please. C. Anything with beans. I'm a fan. D. Nachos. I'll dip them in guacamole and be happy. Option A is worth 10 points. B brings you 20 points. C adds 30 points to your final score. And D gives you 40 extra points. Is your fast food meal going to be here or to go? A. I'm 100% a delivery kind of person. B. Drive-through only. C. I love eating my burgers surrounded by friends in loud and fun places. D. I'll literally eat it on the go. In case you went for option A, I've got 30 points for you. Option B brings you 20 points. Option C tops up your score by 10 points. Went with option D? Here, you get 40 points. Do you have room for dessert? A. Absolutely. Brownies, please. B. Does ice cream count as dessert? C. No, I'm full. D. Fruit only. Brownies people get 10 points. Ice cream brings you 30 points. No dessert means 40 points. Fruit is worth 20 points these days. Okay, it's time to do some math and determine your age. If you ended up with 80 to 120 points, looks like you're 19 or younger. You're curious, wild, ambitious, excited about everything in life, and eager to try new things. And oh, you're super emotional. Don't worry, many things aren't really worth it. Got somewhere between 130 and 170 points? I think you're 19 to 25. You recently got your first real job. You're trying to get everything done, and sometimes it's pretty tricky. Give yourself a break every now and then. Is your final score between 180 and 220 points? I can see you're between 26 and 30. You already have some life experience, and you know your limits. You're still learning to fully accept yourself and take good care of yourself too. Go you! You deserve all the love. Those who ended up with 230 to 280 points, you guys must be 31 to 40. You know exactly what you want from life, and you're enjoying it. There are things that make you happy, but you don't mind experimenting when you get a chance. In case your final score is 290 to 320 points, your wisdom is telling me you're 40 or older. You can tell the significant from the unimportant. You're caring and loving, and other people come to you for advice because they know you won't let them down.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.